Welcome back to the Kosi Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to a brand new video. We have a big injury update on Bukayo Saka, a big injury update too on Benjamin White as Mikel Arteta gets to gear up for the last part of the campaign. It is win or bust for Mikel Arteta. It's just the Champions League and the Premier League. We're out of the Carabao, we are out of the FA, so it's just about the Premier League and probably the UEFA Champions League as well. We have an update on Gabriel Martinelli as well, and Sami Makbo has said in the summer, Arsenal are guaranteed to get 2 new forwards. But, that is a but, Benjamin Sesko is our most realistic striker. It's not going to be Alexander Isak as most of us would have wanted. We'll do videos on Isak as well, but it looks like Sesko is the most realistic option Arsenal want to go and get. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. How big is Saka coming back before the end of the campaign? How big is Ben White coming back before the end of the campaign? And of course, what is going on with Gabriel Martinelli? Let's start off with the big one on Gabriel Martinelli. It's been revealed today by David Onstein that Gabriel Martinelli is going to be out for about a month or more with that hamstring injury. Now, obviously, hamstring injuries are very, very tricky. There is no way you're going to rush a player back. There's no way you're going to, bring a player back. They're like SCLs. Those are very, very dangerous injuries. They're not like knocks. They're not like, some simple sickness. The moment a player tears his SCL, that is a problem. And that's what happened with Gabriel Jesus. The moment a player pulls their hamstring, that is a problem. And that's what has happened with Gabriel Martinelli. Now, the Athletic are saying that Martinelli will be out for quite some time. It's going to be more than a month. The advantage Arsenal have within this period is this. We don't have a lot of football in February. Now, of course, it is stupid for me to say that because every single game that Arsenal got into right now, it's got to be like a final. It is a final, especially in the Premier League and the Champions League. Every game we play is going to be a final. You've got to play the round of 16 in the Champions League for you to go to the quarterfinals. Actually, the Champions League is a whole series of finals until the big day, until the final. But when it comes to the Premier League, Liverpool are now going to play their game in hand against Everton. And what that means is that Arsenal have to, Arsenal will now know, are we 7 points behind Liverpool? Are we 9 points behind Liverpool? Or are we 6 points behind Liverpool with the same number of games? What that does, it creates pressure on both sides. It creates pressure on Liverpool, but also creates pressure on Arsenal. It means you want to win and hope that Liverpool drop points, and you have to be on your best day each and every day. Now, without Gabriel Martinelli, that narrows down our attacking options before Saka comes back. It really does. And of course, Gabriel Jesus is not coming back this season. So you don't have Martinelli. What does that leave us with? It leaves us with Leandro Trossard, brilliant player. It leaves us with Kai Havertz, top scorer of the campaign, and it leaves us with Raheem Sterling and Ethan Nwaneri. Now, Raheem Sterling of Arsenal, the Raheem Sterling of this season, you can't bank on him. Basically, you can't bank on him. So there are 3 now options that you have to pray they don't get injured and they don't get tired. Trossard was already played a lot of minutes this campaign. Ethan Nwaneri, who's just 17, and Kai Havertz, who's already played a lot of minutes this campaign. He's been a little bit of a disaster, but he's scored a lot of goals and he's our leading top scorer in the team. So this is how our front 3 will be looking like. Nwaneri, right wing, left wing Trossard, through the middle Kai Havertz, and Raheem Sterling to come off the bench in any of those positions. Because to be honest, if it's not Raheem Sterling, do we have any other attacking option in this team that you can bank on? As what we said in January, it's what I was crying out for in January, that we are 1 injury away from a crisis on the forward line. And I wonder how Jason Ato and Mikel Arteta and whoever is was scheming in January didn't see that. Right? There were two motions to be debated. And I think at Arsenal, we only debated one. The first motion was, what if we bring in a player and that player is not real value for money, right? Why don't we wait until the summer and bring in the right players? That was motion one. And I think that's what Arsenal debated. And we successfully navigated the question to the answer. Let's wait until the summer. The second motion which had to be debated is, what if one more player on that forward line gets injured? What do we do? And that motion wasn't debated. If it was debated, the answers were, which I think no logical person would actually give, but this is according to the situation. We say no one. These are the answers that must have come out. We shall not suffer any more injuries. It's ironic, but it seems so. So I think Arsenal and Mikel Arteta will have themselves to blame if we go and play Bayern, if we go and play Madrid, if we go and play, I don't know, whoever, and our attacking line is Noneri, Trossard, and Havertz. We shall have, imagine the hamstring problem is, costs Martinelli 3 months. And maybe Saka's problem, goes a little bit beyond. You're going to play the UEFA Champions League with Sterling, Trossard, and Kai. Like, the idea of Kai Havertz and Sterling being on the same pitch already gives me goosebumps. But the fact that we might play some of the most elite, defenses and midfields with such a front three, that, creeps me out. Now, on the positive side, Mikel Arteta, as he gears up for the last part of the campaign, he has some good news. He's got some good news. Benjamin White is now coming back fully, and he can use him starting from the next fixture that we shall have after Dubai. The thing with Benjamin White is this. I think he provides better support to Odegaard and Saka as compared to Gilles Timber. I'm not saying Timber is not more talented. I'm not saying Timber is not the better player. I'm saying I would prefer to see Timber at left back and White at right back. I think that is our most, I would say, efficient partnership at left back and right back. Now, obviously, Lewis Kelly has done so well. I know people are going to say, Kosi, what are you talking about? What is he talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. And I understand. But I don't think Timber being at left back can be underrated. I don't think that it's a bad thing for Lewis Kelly to sit on the bench while Timber is playing at left back. He's such a phenomenal player. So, in conclusion for me, Ben White coming back is such a big boost to the right-hand side. It's a big boost. And talking about boosts, Bukayo Saka is also closer and closer to returning to this Arsenal team. We are having that advantage that we don't have a lot of football to play in February and March. I mean, it's interesting, but Arsenal could have around 4 fixtures in March and around 3 fixtures in February. Of course, you have international breaks in between, and that means that you have 7 games within 8 weeks or 9 weeks. So it gives you ample time to recover, ample time to recharge. But for Arsenal, it's gonna give us ample time for our players that are injured to get closer to their return dates without missing a lot of football and without the team being affected. So what we have to do right now, as we wait for Saka to come back in March, and we wait for Martinelli to come back possibly in March as well or early April, we've got to keep winning. We've got to keep winning. Can we keep winning? I think we can. I don't know whether other people think we can, but I think we can. If we can keep winning our games, I think we are left with around 15 or 14 fixtures, and 5 of those will be played between February and March. February and March. So April and May, you have 10 fixtures in the Premier League. can we establish a machine that can go and win 10 out of 10? Because if you do 10 out of 10 of the last 10 fixtures, there's a possibility that Liverpool could crumble and might crumble, right? So Saka is closer to coming back. Gabriel Martinelli is out for a month, but Ben White is ready to be selected by the manager whenever he wants. I'll speak to you right in the next one.